Hello, my name is Pin Sang-rin and I'll tell you about Deokseong Palace. This spot is Chunghwajeon. This building was used as the main building of this palace. National ceremonies like coronations or national weddings were held here. If you look at the floor at the yard, you can see that they are not polished but rather rough and lack smoothness. This is not because that the carvers were lazy. It was because that induces diffuse reflection of the sun. If you stand on a polished stone floor on a sunny day, the sunlight will be directly reflected, which will harm your eyes. Also, it was built like this to function as a natural water drainer. It is rough, which makes height differences among the stones. These differences were cause the waters to drain to one side from the other. Now let's take a closer look. If you look at the door part, it is colored yellow, but if you go to other places located in Seoul, it is colored in a rather blue-like color. This is because this palace was used by an emperor, not a king. The color yellow represents the emperor. If you look inside the building, it has a very high ceiling, almost the height of a two-story building. This building was actually a two-story building, but there was a catastrophic fire during the past days and was rebuilt in a one-story building. If you look at the center of the building, it has a golden dragon. Like I told you before, this palace was used by an emperor, so the dragon was there to represent the emperor himself. This is the bedroom for the king. It is a newly built one compared to the other buildings located in this palace. This was made after our first emperor went to the Russian legation. He usually stayed at the east side of the room and died here. The death started the March 1st movement. The figures up on the roof protected the building from fire. The first one is a Buddhist monk, the second one is the monkey, and so on. The structure of this building is like this. It has the central floor and the heated rooms on the both sides. This was where the catastrophic fire was started. Japan says that it was because of the fixing heating system, but we still don't know the truth about it. The next spot is called Cheonggwanon. This is one of the hosting places in this area. As you can see in this palace area, there are many buildings that look westernized, and almost all of them are used as hosting places. This house means a house for looking in silence. This place was used as a place where the king drank coffee, or sometimes it placed the portraits of former kings. So I can say it is used as a multi-purpose building. If you look at the handrail, it is really beautifully decorated in gold color with the drawings with deer, pine trees, and bats. Actually, this picture has a meaning. It represents longevity and blessings. They usually draw 5 bats because they believe blessings has 5 of them. So now I guess you'll be confused. Why bats represents the blessings? In Western countries, bats are considered as servants of devils. But in Eastern countries, the Chinese character pronunciation about bats is similar with those which represent blessing. So that is why there are many bat sculptures in Korean architecture. If you look at the floors, it is tiled. This one isn't the rebuilt one, so you can see that these tiles were from the past times. Like I told you, this palace was really westernized, and this is the original one that is preserved.